Good evening and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. As you can see, I am not in my normal setting. I'm not in Pennsylvania. I am in North Carolina, specifically in the Outer Banks. Got the Duramax here with me, and everything is going great. The trip is going great, and actually, when you see this, I'm going to be heading home tomorrow. But I got some actually really cool content while I was down here. I got some stuff with the police, a little police encounter. So that's going to be, I think, something you're all going to love. Everybody loves when I have encounters with the police, so I'm going to try to move for the window. The window is really bad. Yes, an encounter with the police and a little car accident, which normally wouldn't be anything cool, but everybody was okay, and it involved the Duramax saving the day. So it was definitely, you know, it was neat. I wouldn't say, I mean, I hesitate to say it was like neat because somebody was in a car accident, but it wasn't bad. And again, nobody was injured, so it was something that I think you'll find interesting. Anyway, let me show you a quick C8 clip, as I do in almost every upload now. And that one's a bit unique because I have not seen Zeus Bronze out in the world yet, and that is the color Zeus Bronze. Looks really cool. What do you guys think about that color for maybe a C8 spec in the future when I get a Z06 or maybe another C8? Anyway, what you're about to watch is the last video I filmed before I left, and here it is. Hope you enjoy. All you gotta do is make sure it gets picked up okay. I hand you the keys. Oh boy, all right. Good afternoon and welcome to the channel. Hope you guys are having a great day. This is kind of a sad one here. We're back on the ZR1 content, but the ZR1 is gone away for a little while. So we're shipping her down to LMR to get some baseline numbers on the dyno, see what the car makes, and maybe modify it as well. Probably modify it with the parts that I have in that box right there, which may or may not be a ported blower and a pulley. I'm not sure exactly what we're gonna do yet, but the car is going to be gone. Don't worry, it's not gonna be like the Grandpa Vet. This is not a big project. This is like a week or two at the most, only because it takes 2 or 3 days to get the car down there and to get it back, because Texas is, in case you don't know, Texas is a long way away from Pennsylvania. But yeah, that is the story on the ZR1, finally modifying it, and it's gonna be epic. LMR did such a great job on the Grandpa Vet. I mean, literally accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish the first time it ever went to the track after getting built. So I figured, you know, they did a great job. They can also work on the ZR1. And I know a lot of people said, you know, why don't you go to this shop or that shop, whatever. I know there's a lot of great shops. There are great shops that are closer to me. But, you know, I want to support them and give them my business. They did a great job for me on one of my cars, so I would want to use them again. So that's why it's gone all the way to Texas. And really, it's not a big deal. You know, it's really, I would have to, even if I went to a local shop, I would still have to get a ride down there or trailer it. Shipping nowadays is pretty easy. All you do is call a truck, they come pick it up, and that's basically it. So it's like an extra day or two, but it's really not any harder to ship your car to Texas or to Florida or California, whatever. I mean, it's a matter of time. It might take a little longer, but it's not, you know, a big deal at all. I mean, for a shop that was in North Carolina or Chicago or something, I would still ship the car. So it's really not a big problem. Man, I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss her, but I'm actually going away for a couple days anyway. So that's why I planned it for this particular time. So by the time I get back, the car should be ready, and I'm really not gonna miss driving it because I'm not taking this car on vacation anyway. By the time you see this upload, I will most likely be back here in PA, but we're going on a little family beach trip, and I'm taking the truck. So that's why, like I said, I wanted to ship the car out now. That way it's gone while I'm gone, and I don't really miss out on driving it. It makes good power. If it makes like 680 to the wheels, with the ported blower and everything else, I might just leave it and not tune it, because tuning is a little difficult. You have to send the ECU out, and then it's a whole big deal, and it's like 2,000 bucks. So I might, if it makes good power, like really good power, I might not even tune it, and then I would still rather be driving a stock ZR1, because it is going to be stock. You know, in my opinion, if it's not tuned, it's basically stock. You know, sure, I have the GM intake on it, which is a factory option, so I don't really count that as a mod. I have a Corsa X pipe, which, you know, whatever, an X pipe. I still have the factory mufflers on and the factory cats and everything else. and then basically just taking the stock blower off, port and polish on the stock blower so it flows a little better, and then putting it back on. I mean, I guess you would say that's modified, but it's still basically a stock ZR1. So it's kind of cool to see what a stock one can do. Now, the other part of me wants to modify and wants to make it really fast. So I don't know. We'll see when it gets down there. Keys here off the hook. Goodbye. Bye, buddy. Gotta take her on one more drive, just in case, you know, it could fall off the truck or something. Well, it can't fall off because it's inside, but I don't know. The truck could, you never know what could happen. So I gotta get one more drive in just in case it's the last time. 2,580 miles. That's a Corvette, all right. I have to admit, I love the open top experience in the Corvettes. Sorry, it's a little hard to film and drive at the same time. But I love the fact that, I've said this before, but I love the fact that they kept that feature on the C8. I hope the C8 pops like that. But I'm sure the base model won't. It's just so epic. Such a violent car. I mean, it pops like one of those, you know, like one of those tuned Lambos you see it, and this is bone stock, I promise you. It's not tuned, you know, just an X pipe on it and that's it, but stock tuning and it still pops like that. I love it so much as it is. That's why I'm really not sure about tuning it. Now, I talked to the guys at LMR and they said it'd be no problem. They can tune it to make the pops, and they can actually make them even louder and more crazy, which would be epic. But you know, it's so good stock, and you always want more. Like of course I want more, but it's pretty darn good as it is. The only thing I would change on this car is the paddle response. You know, and it's not bad upshifting, but the downshifts are pretty slow. It's amazing to me how good they made the ZR1 drive, because in a Z06, which has a lot less power, it feels a lot less controlled, and you know, it's harder to drive. Like the ZR1, they did a really, really good job of making the car handle the power. I mean, it puts it down really well, even with traction off. Now, I still have stability on, but I drive with traction off most of the time, and I don't really have to, you know, I mean, as long as it's a relatively warm day, it'll grip in second gear, no problem, basically anywhere, you know, anywhere I punch it. Tires definitely help a lot, don't get me wrong, because they come from the factory with that Michelin Pilot Cup, which is good for the track, but for straight line acceleration and hooking, I have an R888, and it's really, really good. Miles better than the stock tire. Now we're behind a Ford Focus, ruining my fun.
Hey Mike, it's Rich. Just happy that you gave me the keys to the Corvette. I'm excited. You know, we'll get Matt to do the paperwork sooner or later, and we'll take care of things officially. But you know, this is a nice consolation prize since I know I didn't win the Jeep, okay?
Gotta admit, that's a beautiful car in the afternoon sunlight with the roof off. Goodness gracious. But I just got word that the truck is not going to be here until tomorrow morning, but we're planning on leaving very early in the morning. So I guess I'm going to have to leave the car with Rich. I already texted him. He said he's going to be here, and he should have fun with it. So I guess he will be seeing the car off, and I'll put some pictures in when it actually gets picked up. But yeah, I'm not going to be here, but the car is going to be ready. And I think we can trust him. Rich is he's a pretty solid guy.
I just wanted to let you know that, you know, it's in good hands. The ZR1 will be taken care of. I just want to let you know.
Are you ready for this? Now you got to come through the jungle over there.
Come into the secret passageway.
Yeah, I'm gonna trim those one of these days.
Yeah, one of these.
I'll get to it.
That Christmas is coming.
Well, I gotta ask a favor. I already texted you, but I gotta ask a favor.
Sure.
Can you, you're in charge. All you gotta do is make sure it gets picked up okay. I hand you the keys, and that's it.
Okay, has it got a full tank of gas, or are you pulling a
Yeah,
sheet
no,
on
it's
me?
got a full tank. I didn't look at the miles, so I won't know if you drove it.
You know, none of that's going to happen. So, we did have a ride in it.
Yep.
And it's amazing. It is an amazing car. It really is. Would I drive this? No, not really.
Yeah, you got your
I'll
nice.
make sure it gets picked up.
You like your convertible over there. I get it. It's nice.
I do. My garage furniture. That's what we call it, because it just kind of can sit there. But I did get over 1,000 miles already. So.
Really? Well, then you really potted, because it took you like 3 months to hit 500.
I know. It only took 4 months.
Okay.
So, you know, not bad.
Well, everybody loves you. If you don't know, this is, of course, Rich, my next door neighbor. Thank God I ended up with the best neighbor in the world.
Yeah, I think that's mutual there.
Well, I'm glad you feel that way, because I'm sure not everybody would agree having all this nonsense next door. You got, first of all, it's a junkyard half the time with my stuff I got here. But
no, it's always fun.
all you got to do is, the truck's going to be here tomorrow morning. You just got to send it off, really.
How do you remote start? I got my cool sunglasses on.
I can still get you that Corsa X pipe if you want.
Later. Thanks, Mike.
Okay. And that's it. Box in. ZR1 is ready to go. It's kind of, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit sad, but hope you guys enjoyed this upload. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you for watching. Take care and have a great night. Keep an eye out for the ZR1 if you're between PA and Texas.
Got this sweetheart loaded.